about to begin. We want to welcome you to the Vampire and Devil Show. We want to welcome you to the Vampire and Devil Show. It's gonna be bloody fun. We're gonna kill everyone. Welcome to the Vampire and Devil Show. With lots of blood and lots of guts. Two horror fanatics and rock and roll nuts. Welcome to the Vampire and Devil Show.
Welcome back, Fangs. We're back at you, still at New Jersey HorrorCon. Lisa Wilcox is joining us.
Hello.
First and foremost, thank you so much.
Hello, thank you. Hi.
Awesome. Absolutely. We're a second day in. It's Saturday for New Jersey HorrorCon Film Festival. How are you enjoying it so far?
I'm having a fabulous time. Absolutely. Everyone's great. I'm here with all my colleagues and whatnot too, and a lot of people excited to meet us all. So it's fun times. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when Devil and I were doing kind of like a talking about the con, doing like kind of like a preview of it, we were talking about the various reunions, and of course, Dream Child is a featured reunion for this. And how do you look back currently at that movie?
Well, I can't believe it's been 35 years. That's for sure.
You mean 3 years, right? You mean 3, right?
It feels like I just did it last month. Honestly, it's so bizarre. I have such significant memories, great memories, and it's just really fun to reunite with this cast because we haven't really stayed in contact. So it's been great to catch up.
Yeah, as I say with these conventions, especially when you got, a lot of your peers that you worked with and you haven't got to see for a while, it's cool to reconnect. But do you also enjoy, meeting people that you haven't seen or people that you might have worked with throughout other times? And
Absolutely. Yes. And a lot of people like Kelly Maroney, we've never done a film together, but we've met through it and we're good friends. And anyway, and then we have Amelia Kincaid over there. She's fabulous. So, we have a good time.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, Devil and I talk regularly about like Wes Craven and his influences and all of that kind of stuff about a movie like, Nightmare on Elm Street that jumpstarts an entire franchise when at first it's kind of like a new idea, a new concept.
Yeah.
You're kind of throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks. But then having a character like Freddy Krueger that just becomes so beloved in the horror genre that then leads to these, follow-up movies, different storylines, and different opportunities for new actresses to become immortalized in such a franchise. So when you look at, what's your own personal reflection on the impact of Nightmare on Elm Street?
I don't know. People love horror. I mean, I would say, Nightmare 4, the Dream Master, was #1 that summer in 1988 for 6 weeks. And a lot of really popular films came out, like Young Guns and whatnot, but we beat them in the thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like, as Nightmare on Elm Street has grown, the popularity of horror is grown. Like, as actors, when we're starting out, it was like, you're going to do a horror film, you know what I mean? It was looked down. Looked down upon, but it was how young actors could get tape and have a job, And now it's highlighted. Horror is huge now. So I feel Nightmare on Elm Street was a big part of that change in reflection about horror and what it has, what it does for us.
So obviously, obviously the huge 1, 2, and 3, or all those came out. Were you a fan of the series before you got asked to come onto it?
I've been a fan of horror since I was knee high.
Nice.
So I'm already a fan of Nightmare on Elm Street and all of that. And so, to become part of the franchise was like a dream come true.
Yeah. And did you know, because obviously you're 4 or 5, did you know that you were going to come back for the next one? Or was that something that came out later and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to get asked to do another one again?
It came out later.
Oh, nice.
They asked me later after 4 came out.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So how cool is that to do, especially in the horror genre, to do two movies, especially doing them back to back like that, enjoying making those films and stuff like that?
What was your question?
Did you enjoy making those films?
Oh, yeah.
Especially because it's one's back to each other.
Oh yeah,
and being able to do those characters again.
And to play Alice in the first one, the script is so amazing, and for an actor to play that character arc,
Yeah.
shy daydreamer, and elevate to being a warrior. So yeah, it's great.
Well, yeah, because you're one of the first
story.
like badasses of the series. I mean, they always have like the cool, Nancy and everybody else, but like nobody like actually doing like kung fu moves and beating the shit out of somebody. And that's why I loved it. It was like, oh my god, this girl's gonna like take on Freddy, and I'm like, not only am I gonna take him on, I'm gonna beat the living shit out of him.
Right. Yes. And say, evil will see itself and it shall die. And showing the mirror and it explodes. I mean, it's such a great, interesting concept story. It kind of reflects life, about evil versus good and all that kind of thing. So.
Well, I also got to ask you myself too, because I'm a huge Bill and Ted fan. So I got to ask you about Bill and Ted's.
Well, I did the TV series.
The TV series, but still part of the franchise.
Oh my gosh, what fun was that to play Missy?
Mm-hmm.
And we filmed that in Vancouver and was there for a few months, and I mean, a blast. And of course, I was already a fan of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's funny because you're playing Missy. You're playing kind of a taboo character as the series played out.
Totally. Yes, it was fun. Really fun. I love doing comedy.
Oh, sure. So, is there anything that you're allowed to speak on that you have coming up for the rest of 2024 at the moment?
Well, actually, I left acting for a long time, but I came back just about a year before COVID hit. Anyway, if you just type in my name on Amazon Prime or Tubi, Lisa Wilcox, it will list. I think seven things that are streaming right now.
Oh, nice.
There's Seance and the Queens. There's Barbie Rehab. There's Mystery Spot. There is Murder Anyone. A whole bunch of stuff that you can see now. Teddy told me to. Lots of stuff. So it was just easier just type in my name and you'll find me. And Tubi's free, by the way.
Oh yeah, we love Tubi.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But a lot is on
Tubi,
Amazon Prime.
And the cool thing about Tubi now too is like they're bringing horror back. They got so much horror in it. The Soska sisters brought out a movie that was strictly just for Tubi. So I love that that they're kind of bringing back the genre. And like you said, with movies like that Terrifier now being so huge, it's great that these movies that are getting bad, now you can kind of go back, and these younger generations can go back and watch those movies and be like, oh my god, how do we know horror was so cool? I'm like, we knew horror was cool when we were kids. That's what
and
we grew
some
up
of the
with.
things I listed are more mystery, comedy. It's not all just horror, but and actually a movie I did that's not horror called What Happened to Dorothy Bell. We're accepted at the Austin Film Festival, which is a huge film festival. So I'm going to go into that. And I have done already 4 films this year, and I have 3 more to do.
Oh, nice.
Remember Motel Clown?
Oh, Clown Motel, yeah.
Clown Motel?
Yeah, we have mutual
movie.
friends in that movie.
I'm doing the 3rd one.
Yeah, we have friends that are
The
in
end of
that.
this
So.
month.
Yep. So
Our friend Dietrich with all the plus signs tattooed
he was
on
in the first and the second one.
is going to be in the 3rd one as well. So
right.
you'll see him.
Awesome.
All right, cool.
Absolutely,
Cool.
for sure.
All
But
right.
Lisa, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Thank
for
you
taking
guys
a little bit of
very
your
much.
time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks. We love you. We'll be back in a little bit. I'm Vampire. He is the devil. But she is Lisa Wilcox. Horns up. Fangs out.
Ciao.